The aviation industry is facing increasing pressure to reduce its carbon emissions, and many experts believe that sustainable aviation fuel, SAF, is the key to achieving this. SAF is made from feedstocks like cooking oils and can reduce emissions by up to 80% compared to conventional fuel. However, SAF currently makes up less than 1% of fuel used and costs 3 to 5 times more than traditional jet fuel. This has sparked a debate over who should fund the expansion of production required to meet the proposed European Union target of 20% by 2035. At the Airline Economics Conference in Dublin this week, industry executives discussed the issue and there was little consensus on the best way forward. Angus Kelly, the CEO of lease giant AerCap, said that SAF is the only option but acknowledged the staggering cost of the transition, estimating that it could require investment of $1.5 trillion over 30 years. He stated that governments alone will not be able to foot the bill and that there needs to be greater sharing of the burden among airlines, oil producers, and governments. Willie Walsh, the head of airline industry body IATA, also weighed in on the debate, stating that airlines should not expect traditional oil producers to meet the industry's needs. He argued that there needs to be greater sharing of the burden to ensure that the industry can reach net zero emissions. However, consumers are not willing to pay more for SAF either, with many airlines reporting that less than 5% of customers choose to fund carbon offsets or SAF surcharges. Some airlines have called on the EU to do more to catch up with the United States, where the Inflation Reduction Act is spurring spending on SAF. British Airways owner IAG made its first major investments in SAF in the United States because U.S. policy is much more joined up, according to Lee Hudson, IAG's sustainable fuels and carbon manager. Overall, while SAF is seen as the key to reducing carbon emissions in the aviation industry, the question of who will bear the financial burden of expanding production remains unanswered. With the transition to SAF requiring such a large investment, it remains to be seen how realistic the proposed EU target of 20% by 2035 is and whether the industry will be able to achieve it without significant government support.